Hello everyone and welcome back to the final Pokemon tier list. We are in Generation 9. Pokemon Presents is coming up soon for Pokemon Days, so maybe we'll get to see some Gen 10 Pokemon, I'm not sure. But for now, let's just jump straight into Paldea. It looks like we're starting with a couple of Paldean forms. Starting off with Tauros here. Paldean Tauros, fighting type, fighting water, fighting fire. It's pretty cool. I didn't expect Tauros to get a Paldean form. Now, the regular Paldean form Tauros isn't really all that impressive. It's just colored black, so yeah, it's meh. The other forms, though, I think they're good. I like them quite a bit. I think they're pretty cool. The horns being all different of a tail as well does some good changes. Could have gone without the regular form. Wooper, it feels a little bit of the same. Wooper is cute in its own right, but it's just a recolor. It's not all that interesting to me, even though the evolution is amazing. Blood Moon Ursaluna. I didn't really ever think about this one all too much. I'd say it's okay. It's cool in its own right, that's for sure, but I guess I haven't spent enough time with it yet. Now we're jumping into the meat and potato of things, though. The actual Pokemon in Paldea itself. Look at how many there are. I don't remember there being this many. Maybe I'm just biased right now, because as much as Scarlet and Violet is jank as a game, it's also some of the most fun that I've had with some Pokemon games. Let's see, Sprigatito, you're adorable. I would put you in best. There are so many popular animations out there of Sprigatito just being a cutie patootie. Florigato, it's good as well. Meowscarada, I'd say good too. I'm more into the small cute things, just like pet-like, as much as I do like Meowscarada. Let's see, Fuecoco, Crocolore, and Skeledirge. Crocolore is okay. Fuecoco is good, but Skeledirge is just a whole new level of awesome. Like, oh my god. When I was playing together with my brother, I used a Quaquaval, and he used a Skeledirge. Like, when his Crocolore evolved into Skeledirge, something we both did not expect, we were just flabbergasted by how awesome it was. Quaxly, you're okay. Quaxwell, you're good. I like Quaquaval more. It's definitely something I didn't expect to suddenly happen. Lechonk, you're okay. I like you, little fella. Oinkologne, both male and female forms. I like them. I'm not sure what I expected of an evolution of these guys, but it wasn't this, but I'm not displeased about it either. Tarantula, Spidops, you're okay. I don't really have too much feeling one way or the other. I didn't expect Tarantula to become Spidops, but it's not offensive in any way. Nimble, I like over Lokix. Nimble is just really cute and small, and it's just a little buddy. Lokix is cool in its own way, but I like the small cute thing better. Pawmi, Palmo, Palmot. Pawmi and Palmo have too little difference with them. I would have been fine if it would just went from Palmo to Palmot, honestly. That said, I like Palmot better than the rest of the line. It's just big and fluffy and happy. Great shiny too. Tandemaus and Maushold. They're some of my favorites, honestly. They're so simple, so tiny. And because I've been, let's playing the game and using them, I've grown really attached to them. Fido and Darkspoon, you're okay. Never really gave you much of a second thought, to be honest. Smoliv, Dolliv, and Arboliva. I like Dolliv the best because it's small and cute. Arboliva is okay, and then Smoliv, it's adorable, but it's just a little dude. Squawkabilly, all the different forms. I'm going to put them in okay. I do like them quite a bit. It's just a shame that they forewent the opportunity to give them all a black coat when they go shiny, Because that's just awesome. It really is, but they just get a white quiff, and that's not that exciting. Knackley, Knacklestack, and Garganackle. I like you guys quite a bit. There's such a simple idea. The name is so clever. Hello, Wiggle. And it's just like, yeah, these are some solid Pokemon. I really like them. I remember seeing early screenshots of Scarlet and Violet and seeing like the Nacli icon on the map, and I was just like, whoa, what's that? Let's see. Charcadet, Armarouche, Celoredge. I would put them in best, but I just remember being so very disappointed with their shiny with the shiny versions, just being like blue eyes, that I feel like it brings it down for me. I love shiny hunting. I love hunting for shiny Pokemon, keeping them. I currently have 10 boxes of shiny Pokemon in my Scarlet's save file, just because I enjoy doing it. And seeing such popular Pokemon get such disappointing shinies is just like, nah, man, it's a shame. Let's see. Tadbulb, Bellibolt. You're okay. I wish the fake eyes were just the eyes of Bellibolt, because that will make it so much goofier, and I like that. But it is as it is. Let's see. Wattrel, Kilowattrel. Wattrel is good. I like the little bird, but Kilowattrel is where it's at. I just love big Pokemon, and Kilowattrel is an absolute beast of a bird. Just watching it fly, it's just, yes, please. Let's see. Mastiff and Mabostiff. Don't really have one feeling or the other about them. They're okay. Shroodle and Grafaiai. Alright, I think Shroodle is good, Shroodle is cute, but I don't really like Grafaiai. I don't know what it is about it, but I would much prefer a larger Shroodle in some way and not turn into Grafaiai. Bramblin, and Bramblegast. You're okay. My brother used them during his adventure in Paldea, and it was fun watching him play with it. I never would have imagined a Bramble or like a Tumbleweed Pokemon, but I think they did pretty well. Toadschool and Toadscruel. Convergent evolution, convergent forms. It's just, I feel like it's just what you would call it, a regular form with extra steps, but I can appreciate them. Of course, there's the meme of Toadschool running around. Let's see, Cloth. I like Cloth. Cloth has a good design. I think it's cute. The one thing that brings it down for me is its ability, and the fact that it has to go through like, oh, it's defense and that went up, that went down every time you hit it, and that kind of brings it down for me. But other than that, it's good Pokemon. Great shiny. Not sure if you ever seen it, but it's bright blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. Capsakid and Scovillain. I had a similar feeling to this one as my brother did. We kind of didn't know that Capsakid evolved into Scovillain, and we imagined it was going to be something else. And I'm not sure if I'm disappointed with Scovillain, but you know, I felt like it was going to be something else. I also feel like Scovillain is a good candidate for getting another evolution of some sort. I think they're okay. I don't dislike them by any means, though. Rellor. It's hard not to like Rellor after my video on them, where I caught 72 shiny Rellor. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it in the description down below or down in the comments, so you can go check that out. But man, this little fella and I have some history now, and he's definitely grown on me. Flittle and Espathra. The jump between Flittle and Espathra is definitely something I did not expect. It's too big, if you ask me, but I don't dislike them for it. Flittle and Espathra are good Pokemon. I really like them. Let's see. Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and Tinkaton. I think you're okay, yeah. They're very popular, and it's easy to see why. I like the idea of its hammer being completely made out of Corvus Squire metal. I think that's a great little piece of world building. And I would put them in good for that, but I don't like them as much as the Pokemon up here. Let's see. Wiglet and Wugtrio. Yeah, I think they're okay. I won't say I dislike them. They are uh, just like Toadschool and Toadscruel. They are convergent evolution Pokemon. I think they're okay. Yeah, they do fill a niche, and I like it. Bombardier. I like the idea of Bombardier. Just the idea of it is just throwing rocks at people and just snickering evilly, you know? That's a fine Pokemon. Finizen and Palafin, they are fun Pokemon. I'll put them in okay. I feel like I would have rather had a lower base stat total and have Finizen be just Palafin in his heroic mode all the time, just so you can see it like that a little bit more often than have the gimmick it does have. Varoom and Revavroom, Objectmon that I'm not sure if people really like. I think I like them. Yeah, I like them. I think they're clever Objectmon. I'm always a fan of Objectmon as if they're executed well enough. And I think these guys do that for me. Cyclozar. You know, with Miraidon and Koraidon just walking or running around together with you, it kind of made me want to just ride on a Cyclozar. And I feel like it became the lesser version of Koraidon and Miraidon. Like, why would I bother owning a Cyclozar when I have either of those two? And I feel like that hurt the Pokemon a bit too much for me. So I would put it in good, but I wish it was more for me. Orthworm, what a guy, what a lad. He's simple, he's silly, and it's fun. And there's nothing more I can say about it. Let's see. Glimmets and Glimmora. Fun Pokemon. I used one in my Let's Play too. Aurora is what she was called. But I don't know what. Other than that, they're just. I think they're okay. I wouldn't put them in good, but they're fine Pokemon. Grievart and Houndstone. I have no feeling one way or the other about either of you. You're one of many dog Pokemon by now, you know, and I don't know. Maybe the color scheme is rubbing me the wrong way because the top of Greevar's head is just like a Litwick, and yeah, not really doing it for me. Flamigo here, my buddy, my pal. Seeing Flamigo in the opening trailer of Scarlet and Violet when my brother and I picked it up, I knew then and then that I would use this Pokemon. It's just, he's so silly, it's fun. People might say it's a little too simple, but that simplicity kind of does it for me. Let's see, Titan, you're fine Pokemon. I wish I would like them more than I did. I don't like Citadel as much as I do Titan. I would have rather had Titan be its own thing, just like an illustrious, awesome, strong Pokemon. Maybe a little bit bigger than it is. Great shinies, though. Amazing look. Volton Veluza, you go up to the best. You're annoying in the game, but I have found myself liking fish Pokemon so much more these days. Its shiny is green, which is my personal favorite color, and just the fact that you can say Volton Veluza, it's just fun to me. Dondozo, you're a good Pokemon. I like big Pokemon as well. Great shiny, very awesome. Tatsugiri, you're okay. I like you guys. Nothing too special. I like the fact that they team up with the Dondozo. That's a great piece of world building right there. Let's see. Annihilate, man. Learning that Primeape got an evolution and it's Annihilate, oh man, it's good, it's good. I wouldn't put it in the best, but man, Annihilate is just so awesome. Clotsire, you're good as well, man. You're popular for a reason. You're so lovable. I wish I had a plush of this guy, honestly. Farigiraf, you're okay. Yeah, you're okay. I wouldn't put you in good. It's fun that Girafarig got an evolution, a Pokemon that hasn't had one since Gen 2, you know? The Dunsparce. Okay. Okay, guys. For some people, this is the best Pokemon ever. For some, they don't like it. It's always an extreme of either, and I'm on the edge of don't like. because I'm in the camp of people that wanted a cool evolution for Dunsparce for the longest time. And I'm very well aware that it is very much the intention of the Duns Pokemon to get an even duncier evolution. Like, I can see the attempted humor in it that, you know, it's what it always should have gotten, I suppose. But man, I wish it got a cooler one. I like Dunsparce as it is, and I wanted it to be cool. And you know, we didn't quite get that. We didn't quite get that here. I see no reason to evolve your Dunsparce into a Dunsparce in any capacity, other than trying to give it like the illustrious 3 segment. If anything, I would have wanted there to be variations on the Dunsparce, with not just 2 or 3 segments, but 4 and 5 as well, so you can get like a really long Dunsparce. I think that would have been even funnier than what it has. I'll put it in okay. I don't want to say I don't like it, because I do have some affection towards it. Kingambit. Man, I saw Kingambit the first time in the battle against La Primera, and I was surprised to say the least. Didn't even know how this thing evolved. Had to look it up later. It's cool in its own way. I do like its little scooter as it goes around. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in okay. It's a fun Pokemon. Let's see. Oh, look at who we have here. Great Tusk, ground fighting type. Excellent for what I like. I think you're good. It's a solid Pokemon. Screamtail, you're okay. Brute Bonnet, also known as Amoongus Boongus. you're okay. I've never really used you. Fluttermane could have gone without, but I wouldn't say I dislike it. Slitherwing, man, just a moth. M-O-F-F. Just a fuzzy old moth, and I love him. Great Pokemon. Sandy Shocks. Even though it's a Generation 1 Pokemon that got the form, I like that they chose Magneton for it. Not Magnezone even, just Magneton. And the way he walks around and having like that shaved iron thing like Probopass's mustache, great choice. Love it. Yeah, put it in good. The Iron Pokemon from Pokemon Violet. I wish their naming convention was a little bit cooler than what it is. A lot of them are okay for me. You're okay, you're okay. I do use Hariyama a lot because it's just a solid Pokemon for raids, but that's about it. I have a little bit of a different feeling about Hydreigon. It's not all that much different from regular Hydreigon. But it's just that I remember my brother and I just playing at the same time together. We could see each other's screens. And we were like, oh, is that a Hydreigon? As we were walking down in Area 0. And then we were like, huh, that one looks a little bit different. And then it turned out to be Iron Jugulus. And that was just that little interaction there. That is a little bit of magic for us. For me, at least personally. A first impression can make such a difference. And even though I recognize it is just it doesn't look all that different, that makes it so much better for me. Let's see. Iron Moth, Iron Thorns. I would like to play with Iron Thorns more. For now, it's okay. It's cool, though. It's cool. Just wish the shinies of these guys were a little different, that's all. Frigibax, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur. I am not the biggest fan of these guys. I don't like their proportions all that much. They're great Pokemon. Dragon, Ice type, it's pretty awesome. But, you know, I don't like their proportions. Let's see. Gimmighoul and Goldengo. Man. It's one of those cases where I wanted Gimmighoul to become an even larger mimic Pokemon upon evolution. Just like how I wanted Applin to become like this great apple tree dragon. I'm fine with Goldengo. Goldengo is a great Pokemon. Mimigo in our team in the Let's Play was a lot of fun to use. But it's keeping me from saying that these are the best because of my shattered expectations. And that's a little bit of a shame, honestly. Well, let's see. The 4 ruined Pokemon. Wo-Shen. I like Snails. Snails are some of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to put this in good. We have Shen Pao right here. It's adorable. Put it in good as well. You know what? Actually, all of these guys go into good. They are such... Oh, pardon me. They stand out so much from what Paldea is all about. And... yeah, I don't know. There's something mysterious about them, and I definitely want to learn more. Roaring Moon. You're okay. Not what I would have gone for. Oh, man. But then we have Iron Valiant. The combination between a Gallade and a God of War. Man, this is OC material all over, but I appreciate it. I like it. I'm a fan of the God of War line. It's my favorite Pokemon, after all. Koraidon, Miraidon, while they were cool to start off with, and it was fun to have a Pokemon with you all the way through your journey, kind of experiencing things along, to me, they became more of a vehicle than a partner, especially when you've put a lot of hours into Scarlet and Violet's post-game where you're just going around. Then they lose their their sense of importance, and they just become a vehicle for you to go to A to B. And I think that's a real shame, which is why I would have loved a Cyclozar more as a vehicle. Maybe something that you can kit out or decorate. Yeah, so I'm gonna put them okay. Although I do like Koraidon a little bit more than Miraidon, because it feels like it has more personality. But in the games, I feel like Miraidon is a smoother ride, so they're still in the same kind of tier over here. Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. I'm more of a fan of prehistoric Pokemon than futuristic ones, so I'm going to put those guys up here. And I'm going to do the same with the other two. Gouging Fire, Thundering Cloud, Raging Bolt, sorry. You're going to go in good, the rest going okay. I have more love for Gen 2 than I do for Gen 5 anyway. Although I gotta say, Iron Boulder looks pretty badass. Let's see, we got the Dipplin. I'm not sure why this needed to be an evolution, but if I move over to Hydrapple, that's instantly awesome. That goes right here. That's a great evolution. I'll put you in okay. There we go. Let's see. Poltergeist and Sinistia, sorry. Yeah, okay. Don't really have one feeling or the other towards these guys. They're there, and that's about it for me. Okie Doggy, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity. I think they're, yeah, I'll put them in okay as well. I don't really have one feeling or the other towards them, but, you know, they're okay, yeah. Ogerpon. It's hard not to put Ogerpon in the best up here. It's just adorable. I'll just leave everyone else down there. The masks, I don't really care about them. I like the original one better, so I guess if I would have to place them, they're going into good. I like green on green action. Archaludon. I don't have one feeling or the other towards it. I'm not sure if Archaludon needed to be there. It's cool, I suppose. Let's see. Terrapagos. I feel like I need to watch the anime a little bit more to have more of an appreciation for it. It kind of felt taped on at the very end. They're cute in their own right, but they don't really stand out. And then Petron kind of has the same thing going on for me. It's not all that super interesting to me. Can I get it all on one screen? There, yeah, Grafire, I can just be down there. Grafire is the only Pokemon I didn't like on here. A lot of good Pokemon. And the best, technically, this is one Pokemon, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good haul right there. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the tier lists for which Pokemon I like the best across all 9 generations. And who knows, maybe after the Pokemon Presents, we'll have something new to put on a tier list. I'm still planning to make a tier list for spin-off games of Pokemon, But if you have a suggestion for any new tier lists for me to go through, feel free to drop a comment down below. And while you're at it, like and subscribe too. For now, though, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again here next time for some more 1v1. But until then, bye-bye!